Good afternoon. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or should I say good morning, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are tuning in to this video, I would like to say hello and welcome you. Today, I would like to focus on, again, the benefits of the 365 Goal Chasers Guide and Planner. Today, we will focus on the calendar and the task list portion of the guide. Oftentimes, I am asked, Cherie, what is the difference between my schedule and things that I should be putting on my task list? Well, I like to differentiate the two by associating them with the actual calendar itself and then the actual task list. So first, we will start with your calendar. On your calendar, it should consist of things that are a part of your routine, such as paying your bills, certain doctor visits, or if you're in school, homework assignments that you have to complete based on due dates and deadlines, anything that you are responsible for and it is due by a certain date or should be completed on a certain day, those things should be on your calendar. So for example, if you have your credit card is due on a certain day, that is something that you would want to put on your calendar. If you have a doctor's appointment or a doctor visit that is scheduled for a certain date in the month, that is something that you will also want to put on your calendar. Now, for example, I'm going to share my screen with you and we're going to look at how you can utilize your calendar. So if we look at the calendar, you see it has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And what you would want to do is fill in the month. So we're actually going into the month of March. So I'm going to type March. For individuals that are using the calendar manually, then you would write in the month of March. And then you would go to your calendar and you would look up, you would pull up your calendar for the month, and then you would start to fill in the dates. So for example, March 1st actually starts on a Tuesday. So I would put a 1 there for Tuesday the 1st, a 2 on the 3rd, 3, 4, 5, and so forth and so on, okay? For time purposes, I'm not going to fill in the entire calendar, but you would definitely go in and fill in your entire calendar. Now, based on the things that I have to complete, I know my rent is due by the 5th of every month. So I'm going to say rent due. Okay, and I also know that my credit card is due by the 8th of every month. So I'm going to put CC due, or you don't have to write the word due. You can put CC, whatever works for you. I like to put due because that lets me know that's the final day that it must be paid. Okay, and for example, say if I have a doctor's appointment on the 3rd, I'm going to put dentist, or if it's primary care doctor, I'll put primary care. And that way I know that I have a doctor's appointment. I also put the time frames if it's a doctor's appointment. So I'll put 9 a.m. on my calendar. Okay, so these are just examples of things that you can put on your calendar. They are things that must be done on a particular day or within a certain time frame. Now, when we think about our task list, and you say, Cherie, what is a task list? A task list are things that you are committing to completing, which will enable you to achieve a certain goal or task. So for example, if you would like to purchase a home, purchasing a home is a goal of yours, and there are certain tasks that you must complete in order to purchase a home, such as ensuring that your taxes are up to date, ensuring that you have been on your job for a certain amount of time, checking your credit score, researching mortgage lenders, and so forth and so on. So those are the type of things that you would add to your task list in order for you to be on track with completing those things. In addition to, if you are a parent Or if you are a wife or a spouse, there are certain things that you are responsible for as a parent and as a spouse, such as scheduling doctor's appointments, maybe picking up things from the grocery store or from the store for your spouse. Those are also things that you would add to your task list to help you to remember to complete them. Along with the day-to-day tasks that you are responsible with, there are certain things that you must complete to help you to achieve future goals. Those tasks are things that you must implement and prioritize as well in order to help you to achieve your goals in the future. There are day-to-day tasks that we must complete as far as our life is concerned. And it's important to balance your task list each day with your day-to-day life tasks that you must complete, in addition to your tasks that you must complete for you to achieve your goals in the future. So I will share my screen again to show you how your task list can be beneficial for you in the book or in the guide. Okay, so on page 7, there is a task list and it says deadline date, right now, deadline date, need to do, deadline date, stop putting off, deadline date, completed, deadline date. Now, on the task deadline date, for example, if it is a future goal task, as such as purchasing a home, you would put purchase a home. And then where it says deadline date, the approximate time frame that you would like to purchase the home. So if you would say you want to purchase your home by the end of the year, you would say December 2022, right? Or whatever year it is that you are completing your guide in. Second, right now, task deadline date. What is it that you need to do right now in order for you to get started with achieving this goal? And so for purchasing a home, we would say verify requirements. And when would you like to do that by? We will say 3/10, since we're working in the month of March, okay? This is something that or because it's right now, we will say within 5 days. The right now things should be within 3 to 5 days, okay? And then need to do would be things that it isn't required right now, but eventually it will need to get done. Now, we verify requirements, then we would start to collect paperwork, research, mortgage lender, okay? Now, stop putting off would be build credit, work on credit, if that's something that you need to do. Or if you've already done those things and the basic requirements are done and now you need to choose a mortgage lender. So as you can see with the right now, need to do, and stop putting off, you outline the tasks that you will need to complete in order for you to achieve your goal, and you put it in order of the things that will need to be completed based on it being time sensitive. Now, if we want to look at our day-to-day tasks that we must complete, for example, we will say day-to-day task, and then when you want to complete them. So for this, again, by 3/5, I want to have these things done or within the first week. So we'll say 3/7. So kids' dentist appointment, grocery store, need to do before the end of the week, schedule flights, contact dance school, locate new tire shop. And then these are things that we need to complete, but they're not as time sensitive as the other items on our to-do list. Create business lunch proposal. Research camp for kids. Prepare. Okay, so just trying to think of a few tasks off the top of my head. And as you can see, the first list, it consists of a task that you would like to complete for a future goal. And then on the second row is tasks that you want to complete within this week for your children, for your business, for your spouse, any task that you will need to get done. You would put it here, but it's important to prioritize your task list as well based on its level of importance. So for example, if you need to schedule the children's dentist appointment, due to COVID, appointments are very limited. So it's important to go ahead and get those things out the way, get them done early, right? So we will put that on our right now list because we don't want to continue to put it off throughout the week or wait throughout the week because it's time sensitive to get those appointments scheduled. Grocery store. If you have to go to the grocery store for that day, then guess what? That's something that would go on your right now list. Prepare dinner ideas for the week. It definitely would be on a right now list or at the top of your priority list if you have to go to the grocery store for the week. So when you think about the tasks that you need to complete, prioritize them based on its level of importance or it being time sensitive. Schedule flights for a trip. Scheduling your flights for the trip is also something that is time sensitive, but it isn't imperative in that moment to get it done immediately, right? So we can put that on the need to do list. Contact a dance school. Contacting a dance school isn't something that would be as a high priority. However, it would be something that you would prioritize based on how long it's been on your task list. When are you trying to start the dance school for your children? So again, when you're thinking about the tasks that you need to complete, prioritize them based on their level of importance. Today, I wanted to just give you a few examples of how you can utilize your calendar and your task list in the guide, but ultimately it's all about what works best for you, okay? When you create your task list, are you doing it each day? Are you completing it for the week? Whatever works for you is what will be beneficial for you to start to create consistency in doing. However, having a deadline date, prioritizing things based on their level of importance, that is something that is universal. No matter what method you use, that is something that you should do regardless. Prioritize the task. In addition to put a deadline date to the task. Start to write out the things that you need to get completed. That will allow you to create work-life balance for yourself. It will also allow you to be able to do more in a day because instead of trying to remember what needs to get done, you're able to follow what you need to execute and execute it more efficiently. I hope that this quick video on how the calendar and task list can be beneficial for you will help you as you move forward with utilizing your 365 guide and planner. Each planner, comes with a free session. If you would like to schedule a one-on-one session with me, please go to the link below and schedule, or if you type in Goal Chasers Coaching on Google, it will lead you to the scheduling page where you can schedule your free personal and professional development session. Thank you.